Hello, everybody. It's another live stream with ITTT, and my name is Liza. I'm super glad to welcome you as usual. It's been just a week, but it felt so long as for me because I really like going live and being helpful. And today's live stream session is actually going to be pretty simple because this is just a Q&A session for non-native ESL teachers. Hopefully, you will find it useful and maybe you have some questions that concern you most. So that's the time when you can actually ask these questions. So feel free to use the comments section because I'm here for the next 45 to 60 minutes right for that. So let's have this nice and lively conversation. And to begin with, I think we can just share our feelings and maybe locations. So as for me, if you don't know me yet, my name is Liza. So I am a non-native ESL teacher and a TEFL expert at ITTT. I'm based in Yekaterinburg, Russia. It's the Ural region of Russia, which isn't that popular. And by the way, my neighbors are currently having their repairment or something like that. So maybe there are some noises. Can you hear them? I actually can, but I'm not sure if my mic, consumes them as well. So if you hear anything, let me know. I will try to fix my microphone and change the settings somehow. But yeah, in general, just let's have this conversation going. I hope that I won't speak to myself for another hour or something. So I can see actually Adam here. Nice to see you, Adam. Oh, look, the setting in this streaming application changed, and now comments look much better than before. So I'm glad to see some regular visitors to this live stream session. So happy to see you, Adam from Dubai. I wish I were in Dubai right now because in my city it's like 5 degrees below zero or something like that. It's not actually cold, but the weather is really gloomy. Although today it's, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's really, really dark because we have those regular storms, not storms, maybe blizzards, something like that. So it's actually snowy in this region right now. So yeah, something like that. All right, I can see another person, Mahdi, hope to pronounce the name correctly, from Algeria. Thanks a lot for joining in. And yeah, I really like this, the way how comments show up on the stream right now. It looks much better than previously. And there is also Hema from Plymouth, the United Kingdom. Are you based there or like you are visiting? Let us know. It's really interesting. All right, my neighbors are doing that again. And yeah, once again, just to remind you guys, if you hear any noises that are interrupting my speech, I don't know, the way you hear me, just let me know. I will try to change something. And once again, today's live stream session is right for non-native ESL speakers, non-native English speakers who want to become TEFL teachers probably, or who are looking forward to getting TEFL certified. So if you have any questions related to the problem, or maybe you want to discuss something related to this career in general, let me know in the comments section right now, because probably if there are no questions, there is no point for this live stream session. Not sure, but we'll see. Okay, so there are some people who are watching currently. Not that many, but I hope, guys, that we can have this lively chat with you. So let me know if you have any questions. And just as a starter as well, I want to draw your attention to this QR code here. So this QR code is a 30% discount of any ITTT's online TEFL courses. So if you're willing to become a TEFL certified teacher, you can totally use this QR code, scan it, and then you will get to the website. And this QR code actually contains the discount right now. So you will be able to get any online TEFL certification course with this nice 30% discount. It is really valuable, I believe, because it can save you a lot of money. Yeah. Otherwise, you can follow the link from this chat box. So the same link with the same coupon. So if you follow the link from the chat box, you will also have the same discount. So if you need it, just feel free to save it. It is a unique link specifically for those people who join these live stream sessions. So it's like a special offer for you guys. And I hope that you can use it when you really need it. And by the way, the new year is coming, and I suppose that it's a great idea for those who want to change their lives, probably. So, yeah, you can start another year from scratch, maybe with a nice TEFL course of your choice. So, feel free. And yeah, just as a reminder, don't be shy to ask me questions, any questions, maybe about teaching, working abroad, if you're really interested. But actually my specialization is actually more about online teaching, because I've been teaching for almost 2 years already online, and I don't work in a real classroom anymore, and I doubt that I will do that whenever again. So yeah, that's just my cup of tea. I don't like real classrooms due to many different reasons, beginning with classroom management, group sizes, then those relationship between a teacher and a company. So yeah, I just decided to go online and to work as a freelancer. So that's it. So if you want to ask me about online teaching, feel free to do that as well. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Don't be shy, guys. So we're 10 minutes live right now and no questions, but I saw actually a lot of registrations. So it feels like many teachers, many people want to ask questions about TEFL business, TEFL certification, but no questions on the chat box, unfortunately. So let me know what you think about this career, maybe. If you have any doubts about getting TEFL certified. So yeah, don't be shy, once again. Otherwise, I will have to finish the live stream session, and it's not that useful, I suppose. And yeah, if you have any further suggestions related to some future topics, you can also let me know. What else? I also have a group on Facebook. So I know that some people feel stressed to ask questions in this real-time live stream session. So maybe if you have any questions later on, you can also message me, or you can type in your question on the Facebook group. Yeah, and I will try my best to help you out as well. Yeah, so as for now, your questions, guys. So this is the time when you think of any problems, and I try to reach you out and help. Okay. All right. What else I can do as for now is to show you our website, probably. So not many people know how to get TEFL certified, although many of you actually send out such questions as how to apply and how to find a TEFL course. So let me show you what we have and how to get enrolled into TEFL certification. So if you go to the website, by the way, just check that out. So we are currently having this 10% discount on the main website, on the main page. But if you follow the link from the chat box, you will get the highest possible possible discount, like 30%. So yeah, that's a great chance, I suppose. So let's overview some courses that you can consider. So I always suggest checking out online courses because it is the easiest training mode, and it doesn't require you much time. It's not like half a year, just being super consistent and focused. You can do it when you have your free time, and at the same time you can choose your perfect pace. So if you are a slower learner, you can do the online course up to half a year, because this is how much this TEFL course is accessible. In the case of in-class TEFL courses, it is slightly different. You basically can't do anything but study. So my choice is definitely online courses, doing an online course. Okay. So yeah, just let's check this out. We have a bunch of different TEFL certification courses. If you go to this website page, you will see some of the benefits and also how to pick your right TEFL course. So I strongly recommend that you read this section, because it might be easier when you don't know what to choose. There is also a brief description of ITTT, who we are, what we offer, and so on. Then some reasons why you have to, why choose ITTT. There are actually many different providers, but not all of those providers have similar benefits, I should say. Some providers showcase online courses that can be priced really low, but then when you start such courses, you may find some hidden costs. That's a great disadvantage, and you have to check out all possible resources like reviews, then information on websites, and so on. Maybe ask questions in terms of such live stream sessions about hidden costs, because it never should be a surprise for you. You have to know what you pay for. So speaking of our options, we have several types of online TEFL certification courses. The very basic one is a 120-hour TEFL course. So it's level 4 TEFL course. And as you can see, it is university accredited. So we work with a specific accreditation body. It is official, and so this way you can be totally sure that ITTT is a trustworthy provider. Okay. Yeah, and the prices, so I bet this price is like with this 10% discount on the website, which is working right now. But if you follow the coupon from the chat box or scan this QR code, you will see a different price with that specific discount, okay, with this 30% discount. What else? So this is the very, the most basic course. It includes just, well, those knowledge you need when you don't know anything about teaching in general. So if you feel like this is your case, you can definitely check out this one. Also, I know that some other providers have such TEFL courses that have less than 100 hours. They are like introductory courses. It is fine as well, but you have to know that if you want to work all over the world, usually the general requirement for English teachers is to be 100 hours certified as the least amount of hours. It is like the basic requirement, not just by employers, so not just employers ask for that, but also it can be important for visa issues. So sometimes some countries have some specific requirements. Okay. All right, let me check out the chat box. There is Catherine. She's an English teacher from the Philippines, but she lives in France. That's awesome. I just wish to go to the Philippines. I think it's a beautiful place. And the same about France, actually. I really want to visit France and other European countries when all the borders are opened now. Hopefully it will happen really soon. By the way, let me know what is the situation with those lockdowns and stuff like that in your countries. Is it better now? By the way, this is one of the other reasons, among many things like convenience and stuff, for picking these online TEFL courses instead of in-class courses. So many centers are still closed due to different regulations, and well, some trainings are being canceled because situations all over the world are still challenged. So if you are looking forward to getting TEFL certified, I recommend checking out online TEFL courses. Okay. So let's see some other options. So we also have this 170-hour TEFL course. It is another level, and it includes not just the basic course, not just the basic outline, but it also has this 50-hour specialization in teaching English online. So if you're feeling like you want to work online, then this is the right choice for you, because there are some skills you have to develop for online teaching. And frankly speaking, if you have this teaching background already and you got used to working in a real classroom, this specialization may be really useful for you, because you will expand your experience and your skills. So these days, online teaching is in great demand. And there are many reasons for that, not just the COVID restrictions, but in general. So just check out this type of course. It may be really useful. By the way, if you want to take just this specialization, there are options, of course. So if you want to take any specific specialization, you can navigate to another section, which is actually called specialized courses. And you will see all different types of courses, of possible courses we have at ITTT. So let's just have a look. There are some of them. So as I have already mentioned, we have this 50-hour online English teaching course. What else? Yeah, they are actually listed here. We also have 60 hours teaching business English and 60 hours teaching young learners. So it's actually a great idea to narrow down your niche. If you, for example, work with general English right now and you're probably an in-class tutor, it's a great idea to narrow down your niche and then find an online teaching job. It may be really, really profitable, because not many people are actually specialized in teaching a specific group of people. So, for example, in my case, I decided to narrow down to teaching teenagers, and I'm also specialized in preparing for Cambridge exams, and maybe in a couple of years or so, I will also focus on preparing for those local national exams. For example, in Russia, there is this special standardized exam for all high school students. They take it at the end of their high school, and they need this certificate for applying for universities around Russia. So this specific exam has its own structure, and well, basically teachers who can prepare for such an exam, they are in great demand in Russia. And I know that in other countries, there are standardized exams as well. And it can also be really profitable for English teachers to work with such exams. So think about getting a specialization, and it might be really helpful for you in terms of your um, development, your teacher career development, and of course in terms of your income. Okay. So as for some other specializations, so teaching English online is here. It's also 60 hours. So If you take it as a part of the general course, so which is like 170-hour course, it's gonna be a little less hours for this specialization. But if you take it apart, for example, you have already obtained your TEFL certification some time ago, but you wanna specialize. So in this case, you will get this 60-hour specialization. You can also check out all of the prices. And as I have already mentioned, if you copy or if you follow that link from the chat box with the coupon or scan the QR code, you will get a different discount. So you will get a 30% discount instead of this one on the website, which is just 10%. So this is a special discount for live stream session visitors. Okay. All right, there are some other specializations that can be really helpful to those who don't have any training, any experience. For example, this one, teaching practice recognition. So if you really need to showcase that you are experienced in English teaching and your potential employer asks you to provide some proof, you can actually take this specialization for just $99 with this 10% discount. So it should be even less with this coupon from the chat box if you need to showcase that you are an experienced teacher, but you haven't taught in a real classroom yet. So we will be able to help you with this thing as well. All right, so this is just some brief explanation, and I can see that some more people joined this live stream, but I'm still waiting for your questions, guys. So if you have any questions related to TEFL certification, what else? Maybe teaching in general, English teaching, working abroad, online teaching, let me know in the comments section. I'm here to help you out, and if you need some support, if you have doubts or something, don't be shy. Just type in your question or concern in the comments section, and I will try my best to help you out. Another thing to mention, if you have your questions slightly later when the live stream session is over, you can send your questions to me directly on Facebook, or you can write your question in my Facebook group as well. So do that. Don't I don't know, don't be shy, don't be afraid or worried. This is a nice chance to have some networking, and I believe that this ESL teaching community that we create at ITTT is really, really helpful, warm, nice, and valuable. So let's keep in touch, okay? So, all right. I actually see that there is also Min Pe, hope to pronounce the name correctly, from Myanmar. This is a beautiful country. I wish I could visit it as well. Maybe one day, hopefully. All right, guys. So I've been live for 30 minutes already. No questions yet, unfortunately. I really want to help you if you have any concerns. So please send your questions to the chat box section. Okay. And I will stay here for another minute or so. And if you don't ask me anything else for today, that's probably it. That was a really brief section, a really brief session, not section. Okay, sometimes I make a lot of mistakes because I'm worried and nervous about my speech, especially when I talk to myself. Right now it's like that. I see my video stream, and I don't see other people behind the screen, unfortunately. So I have to get creative and say something, just for the sake of doing that, And I just wonder um, why some people stay from the very beginning till the end of this live stream session and don't ask questions. So Adam, maybe you have any questions. Feel free to ask, okay? It sounds like I'm begging you right now because, I'm desperate here. Nobody asks questions. Maybe these live streams that we have been doing for a year, actually, they are so helpful that our audience became really, really, well, professional, I should say, something like that. And by the way, remembering that thing that we go live for a long period of time already, I should mention that my colleague Linda actually goes live at the end of the week, usually. Not sure if she goes live this week because she's actually visiting her family in Germany, in her native country, in her motherland. So, yeah. But usually, these live stream sessions from ITTT are done every week twice. So I go live on Tuesday, and Linda goes live at the end of the week, Thursday or Friday. All right, I see a question from Antonio. Thanks a lot, Antonio, for asking me. So, yeah, they are, okay. Yeah, so this question, what should you choose between this online degree or a 120-hour TEFL certification? So usually the minimum requirement all over the world is at least 100 hours. So basically, you should be trained at least for 100 hours, and then you will be able to start working. But some countries, some employers, I should say, they ask you to have a college degree. It is really subjective to the country, to the location. So what I recommend doing all the time is navigating to the official website, like a embassy website, or maybe to the employer's resource, and check out what they ask for. Also, the thing is that regulations change oftentimes. For example, a year ago, it was possible to work without any degree, without any certificate in location A. But this year, they have a new policy, and they have to work on building this network of teachers who are actually professionals. What options do we have at ITTT? Let me share my screen once again, and I will show our website another time. So as you can see, we have already looked at some specialized TEFL courses. But if you need an expanded course, an extended course with more hours, you can go to the online diploma, because this section gives you equivalence to university diplomas. I can't say that they are like 100% the same as university degrees. It's not like that, because there are some special differences. You can actually check out the whole description here on this page. Let me actually send out the link to this web page. Just a second. So if you follow the link from this chat box, you will get to the online diploma page on our website, and you will be able to read everything related to TESOL diploma. TEFL, TESOL, the same. But it's another type of course that can be more useful because it is research-based. So it's not a basic course like a 120-hour TEFL certification. It's an advanced certification, which is more or less equal to the diploma. Okay. And by the way, you can do this diploma certification with tutor support only. So we don't have options without a tutor, because in this case, you will do a lot of research, and you will need to develop skills gradually. So in this case, tutor support is like a must. And as for me, it is much better to get this training with tutor support. I would say that when I did this TEFL certification, I got 120-hour TEFL course in 2017. I picked this without tutor support option, and I had a lot of questions and troubles when I created my first lesson plan. So being not a teacher by my major was really, really challenging when I started working on the course, because it wasn't clear completely how to create lesson plans, even after getting this training in terms of methodology. So sometimes it sounds really simple and you get the idea pretty fast, but when it comes to practice, there are some challenges. So if you feel like it is better to be guided, so this is your choice. Tutor support is much better than without it. Okay, so there are three options: advanced, pro, and expert. And you will have trainings with different numbers of hours. So that's pretty much, yeah. And the prices will differ, but just as a reminder, if you want to get a bigger discount, a 30% discount, just follow the link from the description, and you will see this 30% discount. Not sure if it is calculated with the discount right now. It should be, I suppose. Okay, let me see another question from the chat box. By the way, Antonio, I hope that I answered your question. If not, feel free to ask some additional things. Okay. All right. Is the 120-hour TEFL course enough to find a job? It depends. There are many things that can influence the ease of finding a job. For example, in my case, it was completely easy. It was just a piece of cake. I did this 120-hour TEFL course. I wasn't a teacher before the course. I was a translator, and my training was related to English linguistics. So my major was in English linguistics, and I didn't know anything about teaching. That's why I did that 120-hour TEFL course. Then I went to China, and the demand in the country was really huge at that time. So in 2017, it was really easy to get a job in China and basically all over the world. For example, I have a friend who was teaching in Kuala Lumpur. So let me remember the country, in Malaysia. So she taught in Malaysia a couple of years ago, being a non-native ESL teacher, and that was okay. These days, unfortunately, due to all of those restrictions, policies might have been deferred. So just make sure you go to the official resources, like to embassies websites, employers websites, and check out what they request. And another thing, from my personal experience, when I decided to stop teaching in a real classroom, I switched to the online teaching mode. And at first, I worked for online teaching company here in Russia. They actually requested all possible certifications I had. So I copied my 120-hour TEFL course, and they said it's like perfect, because not all teachers actually come with any background, with any teaching and professional background. And when you have this proof in the shape of the certificate, of a real certificate, they actually trust you much more. I also copied my my IELTS certificate, that was also necessary for that employer. So you have to check out, maybe TEFL certification isn't the only certificate they ask for. They can also ask for your English level proof and stuff like that. And by the way, let me show you my certificate from ITTT. So this certificate is actually from 2017, so it's actually slightly different from those we have these days, those we issue these days. So you can go to our website and check out what changed. Actually, I can't say for sure because I didn't compare, but I bet they add something else related to authority, related to authorization and stuff like that. But all certificates are actually embossed, and you can even verify this certificate, or your employer can verify the certificate, because many people actually fake such certificates. So yeah, that's pretty much as well. So there are options to find jobs with and without certifications, but it's really subjective, and it also depends on your personal needs. Some people work without any education, but they get paid less. If it's not what you want, you definitely have to work on your professional development. And certificates is a great way to showcase to your clients that you work on your skills, and you get experience, you learn new techniques and stuff like that. Okay. Oh gosh, yeah, I totally understand you. Zina has a trouble with creating a lesson plan. I don't know why, but for me, it was also such a pain in my neck. It was really challenging to create this lesson plan. And if you work with the tutor support, what I recommend is ask specific questions. Ask questions the way the tutor gets you faster and can provide you a full feedback. So maybe you don't see some things related to methodology, and maybe you can't, um, like you can't build a solid lesson plan based on this methodology. So if you have a trouble implementing methodology on your lesson plan, then you have to ask this specific question. Maybe you can ask to show an example. If there are not enough examples in the course for you, you can totally ask your tutor to help you out with that. What else? Mm, Another thing, you can try to create several lesson plans or several parts of lesson plans that don't work out for you, and send them to the supervisor, send them to the tutor, and ask as well, like, for example, here it is so, and there it is in a different way. What is better? Also, don't be afraid, don't be shy to ask questions related to what's actually the problem. Sometimes people don't give this full feedback just because they believe that, well, it's like simple, it's easy to understand. But sometimes as students, we don't understand actually, and we are afraid to ask follow-up questions. So as for me, the thing is, try to communicate with your tutor the more you can, and it should work out definitely. In my case, I didn't work with the tutor support, um, but I finished my lesson plan after the second. So I submitted and it was accepted just after the second attempt. Yeah, so don't worry if they don't accept your lesson plan after the first attempt. It can be the second or even the third attempt, and you will understand it better this way. Yeah. So you definitely should try and be flexible, probably. Okay. So I hope that I answered this question as well. So if you have any further things to discuss, just let me know. Um, but it's almost 50 minutes of this live stream session, so I believe we can wrap up. So another 2 minutes, and probably we will be done. And by the way, I would really appreciate if you suggest me any topic for my future live stream sessions, because it gets more and more difficult to come up with some decent topic for my live stream sessions, because it feels like I have already told everything that I know, everything that I researched. So maybe you have some questions related to teaching in general, online teaching, what else, traveling. Usually, as in terms of traveling and working abroad, it is when Linda is more helpful than me. Um, so if you have any questions related to um, international teaching in different countries, yeah, just check out Linda's live streams. And by the way, on YouTube, we have a nice folder, and not just on YouTube, but also on Facebook. We have folders with previous live stream session recordings, and there are so many useful tips you can actually check out and try to implement in your personal experience. So don't forget about such an opportunity. Check that out. Okay. All right. So there is another question from Erison. Let me see this question. All right. Yeah, so as a non-native TEFL certified person, I would say that when it comes to online teaching, you have to learn more about new tools of teaching, new modes of delivering information. So these days, for example, so many options to deliver information appear, and this is a great chance to get your students involved and engaged at 100%. When your information, when your classes are dry and not, not that interactive, probably students can get easily bored, especially when you work with young students, like children or teenagers. So you definitely have to come up with different ideas how to interact with them online. There are many tools, and I have actually already done a bunch of streams related to online teaching tools. But if you would like to learn a little bit more about it, I can go live next week with this topic. Probably I should do that because this year I have changed my um, training mode, not training mode. I have changed my approach probably, and my lessons get um, different for sure. So the rule of a thumb is you have to involve your students and make them as happy as possible in terms of using these online tools. Yeah, that's pretty much. And also another thing to mention is that you have to vary your teaching style and methodology, because if you use the same method of teaching, it might be daunting for students as well. Some learners, their personality is more closed, probably like introverted, and they prefer some direct teaching or something like that. But some other students, they really enjoy when they are provided with opportunity to open up, and you have to count that they are different. And sometimes if you work with groups, there are people with different attitudes, with different mindsets, learning styles. This way, you also have to consider how to vary your classes, because if they are the same and if the style of teaching is the same every lesson, it is so boring for your students. So make sure you are flexible in terms of using different methodologies. Maybe I should go live with the topic of methodologies as well. All right, guys. So, by the way, Ariston, let me know if I answered your question adequately. Yeah. Anyway, I think that this is the end of today's live stream. And next week, I will definitely go live with this topic of online teaching tools. So stay tuned. If you feel like this is something you would like to learn about, just feel free to check out our updates on Facebook, on the group. Also, you can check out my Facebook group. Join my Facebook group if you would like to keep in touch. If you have any questions that you haven't asked yet, but you would love to, maybe sometime later, feel free to direct message me on Facebook as well, or you can ask your question on where, let me know, on the Facebook group, because this is like a teaching community. There are so many people who can support you as well. So feel free to ask questions, share your maybe concerns. Yeah, don't be shy. All right, so thanks a lot for joining in today. Don't forget that we go live every week twice. So at the end of this week, I think so, Linda will go live as well, or maybe not this week because she's traveling. Anyway, we have a great folder full of previous live stream session recordings that were targeted different topics so check out those ones as well. We also transform these live stream sessions in podcasts. So if you like to listen to instead of watching, you can check those ones as well. Podcasts are available on all podcast streaming platforms, and on Facebook as well. So that's the end of today's live stream. Thanks a lot for joining. Hopefully, I will see you next week, guys. Just don't be afraid to ask questions another time. So see you in a week. Bye-bye.